Thank you for joining us on the program. Please be reminded that this broadcast is coming to you in English and in French if you are on the Canal Sat network. All you need to do is to use your television remote to change the settings to your preferred language. Now, the Nigerian government says that it has set up a 12-member committee to unravel the circumstances that led to the abduction of 110 schoolgirls of the government's Girls Science and Technical College in Dapchi, Yobe State last week. According to a statement from the country's information ministry, the committee was convened by the National Security Advisor, Major General Babagana Monguno. The committee is expected to be inaugurated this Wednesday. The announcement of the setting up of the committee comes after opposition groups in the country called on the National Assembly to probe the incident.
It took a week for President Muhammadu Buhari to accept the abduction of the 110 girls by alleged members of Boko Haram. This is a real blow for the former general because this mass abduction is a reminder of Chibok. In 2014, 276 Chibok girls were abducted by the terrorist group. The situation sparked international outcry and campaigns for their liberation multiplied. A year later, Nigeria's President Buhari promised the Nigerian people that he would bring about major change.
Ibrahim Abdulaziz is our correspondent in northeast Nigeria. He joins us now live from Yola, northeastern Nigeria. Ibrahim, thank you for joining us. Good morning and welcome to the program. A committee has been put in place to know the circumstances surrounding the kidnapping of these girls. What exactly do the authorities expect from this committee, Ibrahim?
As you actually see, nearly a week after the abduction of the schoolgirls, Nigerian government finally set up a 12-member committee to unravel the circumstances surrounding the abductions of the 110 students of the government Girls Science and Technical College in Dapchi, Yobe State, northeastern Nigeria. This committee was convened by the National Security Advisor, Babagana Monguno. Is said to be chaired by a military officer of the rank of Major General, comprises one senior provost each from the Nigerian Army, the Nigerian Navy, and the Nigerian Air Force. Representatives of the National Intelligence Agency, NI, Defense Intelligence Agency, DIA, Nigerian Police Force, Department of State Security Services, DSS, Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps, two representatives of the Yobe State government, as well as representative of the Office of the National Security Advisor. The committee is also expected to ascertain the circumstances surrounding the abduction of the girls, confirming the presence, composition, scale, and disposition of security in place in Dapchi, as well as the school before the incident, and suggesting measures that can lead to the location and rescue of these girls. The panel is expected also to submit its report by March 15, 2018, and is also saddled with the recommended measures to prevent future occurrences. The committee will also be inaugurated this Wednesday.
You talk about the job of the committee in recommending measures to prevent future occurrences, but then is the question of if anything at all was done with the notorious Chibok abduction reports. And this, of course, presupposes that if lessons had been learned, we would not have the situation that we have now, Ibrahim. But let us talk about the rescue efforts for the girls now. Is there any information as regards the efforts to find them?
Well, since the unfortunate incidents, government kept saying that the measures were put in place with a view of rescuing the girls, but it seems all to no avail, including the deployment of more troops, just as even the National Security Advisor, Monguno, a retired general, told the world that the theater commander or theater command based in Maiduguri, but not the capital, is also working hard on the search of these girls, that is by posting 24 hours non-stop searching, while the Nigerian Air Force deploy about 28 aircraft in Maiduguri. And on the other hand, parents and the relatives of the girls have now resorted to fasting and prayers for divine intervention. These are some of the measures so far taken to rescue the girls.
Ibrahim, you are actually in Yola, which is where the abduction took place. How is this the new kidnapping perceived in the city, and what's been the reaction of the people there dealing with the threats of Boko Haram?
In fact, fear of uncertainty has now gripped many parents following the latest abduction, with many now withdrawing their children and what, particularly in Borno and Yobe State, that were most hit by Boko Haram insurgency. Some parents spoken to were shocked and perplexed to their marrow, considering the fact that the Nigerian troops, as well as the government, continue to claim that the dreaded Boko Haram SIG members were degraded or defeated, only to wake up with this unfortunate incident. So there is fear everywhere, and the Boko Haram still prostrate.
Unfortunately, that is. Ibrahim, we'd have to let you go for now, and we'll circle back to you in the coming days for updates. Many thanks for speaking with us. Ibrahim Abdulaziz, African News, the Northeast Nigeria correspondent.